All right, guys, just rolled into what I believe or what I hope is going to be the last job of the season for Farmer Chris. Let me show you what we got. All right, a couple interesting things happening on this job, guys. First off, we got the Volvo back. The poor Volvo, it's been locked up at the shop for almost a month. The 120's been running hard. We've just been busy. We have not had time to work on it. Hopefully you guys seen the video. Just got the coupler rebuilt on it. Got it back online. Glad to have it back in the operational fleet. It has been way nicer than I ever thought, having two different excavators. Just the convenient factor of leapfrogging one on top of the other. And this time of year when we're so busy, we can just keep rolling. We can just keep rolling, bud. So anyways, secondly, I'm hoping by the time this job's done, we got the 850 in the shop and installing some upgrades on it that I mentioned in a couple videos ago. I'm hoping it'll get revealed on this job. You guys will have to stay tuned to find out. But this is what we got going this morning. We got a little bit of tedious work here first thing. This is a field that we cleared 2 years ago, I guess. I did not video clearing this field. This is one of the jobs that did not get videoed. But it's got, it's hard to tell the grass in there, but it's got some row and low spots in it. Got a big ditch right here. And there's 3 culverts that run underneath the road. And I'm walking down here trying to locate them while I'm talking to you guys. I'm not for sure. I seen one up here. But the issue we got is there's 2 fiber optic lines that run down through here. One is right on the edge of the road. The other is out in the field about 15 feet, and they're mainline fiber optics. So we actually got the phone company coming this morning. They're gonna throw their locators on it and kind of give us a hand crossing those. We gotta cross them 3 different times. Once I find these culverts, what we're gonna do, we got some marks here on the ground. This might be one of them right here. It's definitely hard to see with all the weeds. Yep, there's one of them right there, if you guys can see it. There's the fiber optic line right out there, he said. So, the phone company's gonna come and help us get across the fiber optic lines. We're basically going to come up here, install risers, build some small dry dams, and pipe that water to the creek is the ultimate goal. So hopefully that'll help drain this field out a little bit. So anyways, I'm gonna get these culverts located so that whenever the phone company shows up, we can go to town. Well, I guess let's see if this new coupler rebuild works. I got the 2-foot bucket. I think we're gonna use it for most of this. Well, bucket off. Bucket on. You guys see that? Look how much tighter that is. That is nice. All right, let's go find some culverts. Culverts loop with the phone company has showed up. He thinks we're about 48 inches deep on this, so we're gonna scrape a little off, and he's gonna go give her another shot and see where we're at. Like I'm working for the state now.
That's why I'm holding on to the shovel. There it is. Yep.
That wasn't no 9 inches.
No.
Glad you quit when you did. Now, don't you break out with a shovel.
Oh shit.
You know how many water lines I've dug up and Captain Cleveland's broke with a shovel?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Luke, if you don't care, let me go down right beside it over there, as we'll probably end up going under that. There it is, one down, two more to go. I think we're gonna go right across the top of that there, Farmer Chris.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine with that too.
Just hope we don't have a lake here by the time we get back.
Yeah, it's going to be full of water.
All right.
Bring a fishing pole the way these holes.
Did you see down there on that Warner job all the crawfish holes sticking up?
I haven't even been out.
It's like a minefield out there,
Really?
crawfish mountains. It's crazy.
Yep.
Luke, I think the other one's just on the other side of that barn down there.
Okay.
We take some off of it, now you know where it's at? Where's the second cable out in that other one?
That's what I asked him. This is one of those orange phone boxes. Unless that copper swung up into a head up there or something like that.
It's terminated?
Yeah.
Is the copper dead?
Yeah. Up there. It must be.
What do you got, about 10 inches there, Luke?
Just about. Probably a little bit less.
Let me take a few more passes over here and then we'll try to dig down beside it on the other side. There's number 2 down there. Luke's got his little flag. We're actually going to come across the top of that one. The bottom of our ditch is about 6 inches above it. So, one more to go. All right, Luke helped us find a third one. I told Luke, I said, if you hear from us again today, it's probably not good news, buddy. So, I guess we're going to head across the field and figure out whether we got gravity drainage.
Hey, we got water levels today.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like Chris has got just a little bit of a water problem in this field. It's a wet one. There's more standing water over there. Hopefully we can get that fixed. Try and take the time to get it set up on the job here, and the rain is starting to pick up. That is definitely not a good thing. We had some 6-inch tile on the cart. We're going to go ahead and roll it out and get it laid out on the ground. We got 6-inch that runs the total distance, and we got 3 8-inches that run to the creek. So we're going to get that 6-inch run out, and then 6-inch run out, and then go back and load some 8-inch up on there and go. Hopefully John don't get stuck. It's a little soft in here. I don't see no standing water or anything. I charged extra whenever I get my feet wet. I wouldn't say that yet. He's not through it yet. How come you're not following it? I think he's gonna make it. Alrighty guys, here is the update. It is like 2 days later and it has rained absolutely non-stop since we left down here. It just finished raining this morning. The sun's out. I'm hoping it stays that way today. So we're going to attempt to get some pipe in the ground, get some of this water drained out of here, and hopefully get this field drying up, because you guys may have already noticed, we got the 850 out of the shop. Got the upgrades done. Got some new paint on it, got some new stickers on it, got a new cab on it. I think she's looking pretty sharp. Hopefully she hangs in there for a few more years. We'll talk about that more in a minute, but first we got to get some pipe in the ground, get this place dried out so we can use that. So let's head down here and see what Matt's got going on and get this figured out. So Matt's got the laser set up down there by the track hoe, and my hunch is correct. Right there where the ground humps up to go into the ditch, and right there where Matt's standing is what's like an inch difference.
Inch and a quarter.
Inch and a quarter difference. It's I guess it hence why it's so wet down through there. It's almost flat. So we do have almost 6 feet of fall into the ditch. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise the laser indicator up 2'4", which will give us 2'4", 30 something inches of elevation change. I'm gonna go down there and change the slope on the laser till it beeps. That should give us a nice little pitch up through here, and we'll get this dug in. I did not bring the right footwear for this morning. I don't know why Farmer Chris needs tile in his field. I mean, it looks like it's perfectly dry. He could just plant this, right? What a mess. That may be a miracle if we get this field dried up. Holy cow. This is definitely the wettest one. Oh boy. Wet feet. Oh, come on. Nope, 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 nope. Smells lovely too, if you guys are wondering. This may be the wettest field we've ever worked in. I know it's just rained the last 2 days, but holy cow, this thing is nasty. Wowzers. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just gonna go for it. Oh, made it. All right. Well, that was an adventure. I still am. My feet are still dry though. All right, you ready? All right, now we got the laser all set up. Matt's coming in here with the tile cart. This ditch here is actually going to get 2 runs of 8" in it, so we're going to go ahead and spool 1 run of 8" out, and then we'll come back and spool the 2nd run out as we dig. Hopefully get them down in there. So hopefully this goes smooth without getting stuck. You guys remember from the last job how fun this 8" is. I'm so excited. I think I know why Chris had us do this one last.
I think we should have done it first, so then that
I think it was the first. Easier. I think it was the first one we did. We just would have quit. We would have done the rest.
That is possible.
This is one nasty. This used to be a cow pasture. They've spread turkey manure on it. It's rank. It's just. You guys don't know how lucky you are. You don't have smell-o-vision right now. I promise you. So, I got the first run of 8" up down through there. This is going to start off pretty deep here at the creek because we got a big hump, and then we kind of belly out, and then we go up to where it's at. So we're going to kind of get everything figured out. What's that?
What did your wife say when you got home after being in this field yesterday? I know what mine said. You smell.
Man, looks like we're going to have to find a new operator or find a new place to put that laser. Poor stick. It was bent before, but we definitely didn't help her any. Shh, don't tell nobody. All right, we are finally laid off, elevation set, pipe laid out, up and running. You have guys that have seen us lay thousands and thousands and thousands of feet of pipe this spring. I'm not going to bore you a whole lot with the pipe laying. Hopefully after we get the pipe in the ground, it'll dry up enough we can get that new upgraded 850 out here and get some video on it and see how it's going. So I'm not going to bore you with a whole lot of the pipe stuff. We'll hit and miss the highlights here and carry on. So check back with you guys in a bit. Man, that's actually some pretty good, that's actually some sandy soil down there. I'm really surprised it still don't drain any better than what it does. It must just have that much water coming into it. Interesting. Dig's easy. That's good. Look at that. Rolls right out of there. Alright, I'm yakking. Let's get some pipe in the ground. Farmer Chris, I told Matt, I know why you saved this one for last.
Well, I drove.
Look at that mud.
It's supposed to have been dry. This middle of June.
That was, it's probably a good thing we didn't video that run because there was a lot of cuss words.
You ought to hear the cuss words I tried planting the last 3 years.
I think it's a good field for rice or something. Is there a crop that likes water?
I don't know if you can get rice planted in here, to tell you the truth.
Man, it is wet. We fought the mud, we fought collapse. I walked down here and show you guys them 2 8-inch pipes. They are both running. They're both running like half full. I mean, there's just all kinds of water coming out here. It's crazy. See if I can get down here without hurting myself. Hang on, here we go.
Oh, camera down.
Camera down. Oh yeah, they're both flowing.
Ain't that unreal?
I mean, that was probably a third of the way full, and that was probably a quarter of the way full right now. That was a lot of water.
So rough. We done wore Matt out, and he's left.
Yeah.
10:30 in the morning, he's gone.
He had enough. Well, I think we're gonna get a little bit of backfill on the rest of the way so it don't float and head down the next one. Next ones can't be as bad, right?
Well, I think the 8 inches are going to be pretty nice. The 6-inch up the middle is going to be a real booger.
I'm going on vacation.
Where we're going?
You can't go with me. You guys stay here and put pipe in. All right, let me get back out here and we'll get back to work. It's raining again, Farmer Chris.
Make corn grow if we get it planted.
Yeah. Remember how we started this day, guys? Talking about all the rain. Guess what? We've been rained on 2 or 3 times today. This one here finally just washed us out. So I promise tomorrow, hopefully we'll get back up here and get the rest of this tile ran. We're like 100 feet away from having all the main line 8-inch in. And we got some secondary 6-inch, but she's a washout, boys. She's a washout. Stay tuned. Jerry, you shrunk my dozer.
This one does fine.
This is so what you said you've been running, what, a 650H the last couple days?
John Deere.
And you like it better than the D4?
Yeah, but don't tell Luttring that.
So, all right, I'm gonna go hop in the Traco and we'll get some of these dams built.
Yeah, we got to get these done before the...
Farmer Chris is on our tail again.
I'm not sure if that's not him coming around the curve already.
All right, guys, this job has been a circus. And honestly, I wasn't even going to finish video on this because I was like, you know what, this is just a lost cause. But I will show you guys in a minute. It is 4 days after we installed all this tile, and we'll walk the field here in a minute. You guys remember the muddy mess we had out there. And Chris is planning on planting this field tonight, I believe. It's this field is an absolute perfect example of the importance of this tile, how it works, what it does, and why we do it. So we did haul the new 850 out, guys. Jerry has not seen the new 850 yet. I talked to him about it. As muddy as what this was and what we had to do in here, Jerry's like, just get the D4G down here, let's get this done. And he's probably right on that. So Don't worry, stay tuned. We will have some video coming on the new 850. It has already completed one job, and actually it's already been filmed, and it did good. Spoiler alert though, we do have some minor issues we got to fix, so stay tuned for that. So what we're trying to do is, Farmer Chris is in hot pursuit of us. Like I said, he's planning on possibly being here in a few hours. Jerry's actually went through the field, got all the tile lines cleaned up, and we got to build a few of these little dams. We've talked about doing this multiple different ways, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to take the track hoe, we're going to pretty up around that, kind of slope the inside, and then Jerry's going to take the dozer and push them up, and we're running out of time. We're just flat running out of time. So that's going to be basically good enough for this year. I never, ever in my wildest dreams thought Chris would be able to plant this field this year. And I mean, we've had 4 days of sunshine, but this field has not been dry in 4 years. This field hasn't been dry in the last 40 years. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I'm surprised how well it works. I'm like dumbfounded. So anyways, I've been running the John Deere like non-stop here lately. We need to do a little house cleaning in here. Me and the old Volvo, we need to become friends again. It's been a while. It's been a while, old friend. So let's do this. Don't tell Jerry, and I apologize for the dirty window, but guys, it's like 6 o'clock at night. I've been running the 120 all day. It is hot again. It is hot, hot, hot. Jerry's actually been on a job helping another contractor, so guess what? I'm gonna run with the windows closed and the AC on, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So hopefully you guys can still see. I'm not getting too carried away with this because, like I said, we got that fiber optic line there. I'm just trying to get a little bit of this that Jerry cannot get with the dozer. I got a mark. You guys see that mark right there? That's the fiber optic mark right there. And on this particular riser, it was actually pretty shallow, so I don't want to get too carried away. Don't want to get too carried away and end up getting into it. Whoops, hang on. See if I can get this dirt out from behind that. My culvert pipe coming underneath the road, about 2/3 of the way clogged up. Hold on, I'm gonna go move this. Flag so we got a mark. I did find my flag. Don't worry, we got one reference mark right there, and I know that's about 3 foot off. So I'm gonna put this flag down here for Jerry. Jerry wants to know where it's at. Can't say I blame him because I definitely don't want him to hit it. So basically, this is what I'm trying to do for Jerry. Is just kind of get the inside somewhat close, get cleaned around the riser. The theory is on this, now water comes out of that culvert and goes in this pipe, goes underground to the creek instead of going out in the field and making a mess. Now, I don't think this one's gonna have any problem taking the water coming out of that culvert. That culvert is 2/3 of the way clogged up. There may be some water coming over the road, I don't know. But we will leave like an emergency overflow. So if for some reason it gets more rain than the 8-inch tile can handle, it can go out through the field. But hopefully that's a rare instance. So we're gonna leave this one for Jerry. He'll come in with the dozer, crowd a little dirt up, finish up this dam. Let's go down to the next one and see what he's got going on. I'm not even gonna attempt to video this one. My window is absolutely filthy and the sun is shining right in there. This one here don't have we ran out of a big hoe riser. We just got that bird cage on it. So let me get this one slicked around here a little bit, and I'll hop out so we can both actually see what we're doing. So there's the second one all roughed in, guys. Got the inside all kind of smoothed up a little bit. Like I said, the bird cage will come off. It'll get a large hoe riser on it eventually. We got one ordered, it's just not here. But Jerry will still come in behind here and do like he's doing over there on that one and bring some dirt in and kind of back up that dam a little bit, give it a little bit more beef on the backside. You guys can see right there, we got a little notch. That's an emergency overflow. So I think this one here is ready for Jerry. I'm gonna sneak back down there and see how that one's looking. Jerry's got this one pretty close. I think I'm gonna come down here with the track-hoe now that he's got the rest of that pushed up. And it has no practical purpose, but I think it'd make me feel better if we just kind of pretty the inside of that up there a little bit. And next to the road, you gotta take pride in your work, right? You gotta make it look good. We'll come down and smooth that up. We'll do it the easy way. Check it out. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna call that a little bit better. I can live with that. We'll take that one for the win. So Jerry's got that damn finished up. He's already tracking down. We got one more to do. It's the big one, and we got, I don't know, we don't have a whole lot of dirt to steal down there. So let's catch up with Jerry and get a plan. So this is that double 8-inch run, guys. This is the one you guys seen us in the very beginning of the video, actually running, coming up. As you guys can see, this is quite a bit bigger of a culvert here. So we're gonna have a bigger dam and have two outlets here. The idea is to have enough reservoir capacity when the water comes through the culvert, you can come in here, settle out all the settlement, and then the water run into the hole. So Jerry's robbing what dirt he can find to push up and make a dam here. We may, I don't know, we'll have to stay tuned here. We may be a little bit shy on this one. We may have to hole a little bit in to top it off, but I think we can get enough dirt stole to get Chris planted tonight, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you guys caught in the beginning of the video, Jerry was talking about that 650 John Deere. He's actually been, keep in mind, it's 6:30, so this is second shift. First shift today, he actually ran a 650 for Steve Lecturing, which Brett was in my video with the GPS stuff. And I've always wondered, I've ran some 650s and I've ran the D4, but I've never ran one back to back. I was curious what Jerry's opinion on them are. Opinion was one versus the other, and apparently that 650 versus this D4, he actually likes the D4 better. He says it handles the blade better and seems to have a little bit more power. Technically, that's that much smaller of a dozer than the other one. They're still pretty much in the same weight class, but it's a little smaller dozer. But I've been really happy with that one. I'm even happier that Jerry's happy with it. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, because he probably puts 2/3 of the hours on that machine. He probably puts 2/3 of the hours on that machine. He probably puts 95% of the hours on the 850. So gotta keep Jerry happy. But while he's pushing this dam up, I want to walk you guys down here and give you a little bit of tour of what a difference this made. So 4 days ago, right through here, guys, this is where all the standing water was, all the mud was. You can actually see the tracks right there. That's when we brought the tractor and the towel cart. Remember at the very beginning of the video, we were bringing the tractor and the towel cart through there, and that was all standing water, completely dry. Look over here, you can see where the water was standing, completely dry over there as well. Now, take note, when we were up there at those risers, there was no water going into those risers. So, how is that, and why does it work? So let me jump down over the hill here, and we'll talk about it. So here's the double 8-inch tile coming out into the creek. You can see that one there is running pretty good. This one here is running not quite as much, but they're both running. So the purpose of these pipes is not to catch any surface water. The purpose of them is to catch groundwater, water that's already in the ground, and catch it before it gets to the surface. That's one of the main reasons why you never see us put any rock or any silt fence or sock or anything over them. It's honestly, for the purpose of these pipes, it's pretty much a waste of money. You gotta remember, we ran over 15,000 feet of pipe for Chris this spring, and all that groundwater has been filtered by the ground for thousands or millions of years, and we're gonna intercept it, put it in a pipe, and get it out here before it has a chance to percolate up out of the ground, because whenever it percolates up out of the ground in a field like this one up here that lays really flat, let me get up out of here without hurting myself. This field here's a good example. This field here lays really flat, and whenever that water bubbles up out of the ground, it just creates a pond up there, and it's just wet forever. So we ran the 8-inch main up, it caught some groundwater, and we're catching the culvert pipe up there to keep it from flushing into the field. And then what you guys didn't see, unfortunately, is I forgot my camera that day, and Aaron actually helped me, is we actually ran a 6-inch that ties into these 8-inch, the full length of the field up there, about a third of the way down. And man, we caught all kinds of water coming in there. Keep in mind, like I said, from the first day we started and you seen the heavy rain, this is basically 4 days later, and I mean, it's dry. And this field's never been dry. That's the reason why we're putting tile in this. I mean, Chris has been fighting this field. This is the this will be the 3rd year he's farmed it. In the last 2 years, he's only been able to plant about 1/4 of it because it was too wet. There was always standing water in it, and it's dried up. It is dried up. I would have lost this bet, guys. I would have lost this bet. I can't believe it myself, but it's crazy. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense on the field tile. The proper way to put it in is with a plow, and I've covered this in some other videos. Our ground around here, rock, expensive the equipment, it's just not cost effective for us to plow it in. If you plow it in, basically that boot on that plow makes a perfect little cavity in the ground, and it really protects that pipe. The risk we take by doing it the way we do it is one of these days we're going to collapse a pipe and we're going to have some issues, but it allows us to do it and work in some conditions we couldn't have worked in otherwise. And keep in mind, we're catching groundwater, not surface water. We're catching the groundwater before it becomes surface water, evacuating it out underneath the field and getting it out. Let's check this middle tile down here and see if it's still running some water out. Check that out, guys. Can you see that? Look how clear that water is. Look how hard it's running. Keep in mind, there is no water coming in from the road up there. That is all water coming out of the ground. And before we put that tile in, that water was coming up out of the ground somewhere and basically flooding this field. Now it's got a path of least resistance straight to the creek. I'm not going to walk down there and check that other tile because it actually goes down a bunch of bushes down there, but I did check it a while ago. It's actually running harder than these other two. So if this field here does not make you a believer out of you, the field tile makes a difference and worth the investment, I don't know what will. I mean, I'm not a farmer, and Farmer Chris can maybe chime in on this in the comments. I would say Chris has got a chance to get his investment back within 2 years on this field if everything keeps working like it is now, which that's a pretty good return on investment. I'm even surprised how well it worked. Absolutely. 4 days ago, whenever he told me he was going to plant this weekend, I thought, boy, I'm an excavator, not a miracle worker, but it's going to work. All right, enough of the tour. Let's go over and help Jerry get this last dam finished up, and we will get out of here. Well, to my surprisement, he did manage to scrounge up some dirt. Let's hop in the machine, see if we can get him a hand finishing it up. Well, guys, there it is. She's all finished up. Jerry's making the last few little Push is there. Just talked to Chris. It's just in the nick of time. I think he's going to disc it tonight, plant it in the morning. Field looks really good. It's really dry except for one little spot out there. But a couple side notes in closing real quick. One, we ended up taking out a huge sycamore tree over here with the Volvo. This is the first job back with the Volvo after Aaron welded up the coupler. And so far, all those repairs, we put it to the test over on that sycamore tree. All those repairs seem to be holding up and working really well. So that's definitely good. And I apologize, guys. I apologize. I did not get any video of the new dozer on this particular job. I actually hauled it in here. We were planning on doing a bunch of dirt work on that end of the field, taking a hump out, filling in a ditch, and we needed the bigger dozer. But whenever it was here, you guys seen it, it was too wet. The job got scaled back a little bit to just get these dry dams and the tile in so we can get planted this year. So unfortunately, it got hauled out. This video took a whole different direction than what I was intending. The small dozer got hauled in, and you guys got to remember, some of you have commented a few times, why do I mess around with this little tinker toy? Well, sometimes in the mud and on certain jobs, bigger is not always better. Keep that in mind, bigger is not always better. So that's why we got the little tinker toy around, because that thing is handy as a pocket on a shirt. But stay tuned, guys, stay tuned. I have already filmed one video with the new dozer. It's absolutely awesome. I think you guys are gonna like it. So stay tuned for that. And that's gonna be a wrap on this one, guys. We're gonna call it good. This is the end of the former Chris era on Dirt Perfect's YouTube channel. For the last 2 months, we've been hammering jobs out for him left and right, working long hours. This is the end of it. This is the last field he's got to plant. Today is June 16th, so he's getting pretty late in the season, but this is the last one. We may have one job this fall, don't know yet, but we're on to other things. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Stay tuned for the new dozer. It's coming, I promise. Catch you on the next one. Jerry's riding off into the sunset.